What's good, YouTube? All praises to the Most High Yahuwah, and all praises to Yahusha, the one that lived for us, then died to his flesh for us, then died on the cross for us, then lived again in order for us to have the RUACH HaKodesh. Now, as always, let's quicken that RUACH HaKodesh. What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy Haloe Z with another one. Back with another one. Hope everybody's been doing well. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Have a seat, have a seat. Let's have a conversation. And for those people that are regulars, you know, for everybody that's rocking with me, I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. And I will, you know, continue to evolve this channel once I give y'all what I need to give y'all first. I gotta do that first. I gotta give y'all what y'all need before I give y'all something y'all want. But anyhow, and remember, always hit them comments. Always hit them comments if you have any discrepancies of the things that I have to say about the Most High. Feel free to have a conversation. I don't bite and I do respond, so we will continue to, you know, rock out in that manner. Now, this topic should be fulfilling for a lot of you because I'm going to guide you into the faith, you know, learning how to wait for the results to catch up with your belief because it is a difficult task, trust me. It's very difficult. Most people will have faith and lose faith because the results didn't catch up to how they believe. But it's a process. Everything has its process. I know because I go through this. And I went through it with smaller things, and it's getting, you know, as time grows, and you know, as I learn how to use the Ruach HaKodesh more, and have more insight and observation of the Most High, He increases, like, the results start to catch up with how I believe. Now, if you got that shaky kind of belief, Most High not going for that. He like, oh, if your belief gonna be shaky, your results gonna be shaky. That's how it's gonna be. Your results gonna be shaky if your belief is shaky. Follow me. So, when he said in Hebrews that our unbelief is a sin, I understand. Like I said at the time that I discovered, it's Hebrews chapter 4. If you like, book of Hebrews chapter 4, read the whole chapter, and then come up with your insight. But I'm gonna give you my insight. All right. Your belief in the Most High, or your belief for the things that you pray for, you know, the results have to catch up to your belief. It doesn't work the other way around. You can't see it, then believe it, and then think that all is good with the Most High. Because if that's the case, then He would show Himself to us before we believe, right? But he doesn't show himself to us. He makes exceptions, though. I do understand that as well. He makes exceptions for those that need that kind of, they need that kind of that act from him. They need that kind of action from him for him, like, because some people's minds work differently than others, and I'm certain that the Most High is aware of all that. And so what he does is for those people that have inconsiderable amount of disbelief and they at the point of desperation or whatnot, he might, depending on the person, and it does depend on the insight of the individual as well, and also the intention of the individual. Because he ain't gonna just make himself available for all that seek him. Because you gotta prove that you really want to see him. Now, there are cases where people are just well intended and end up in traumatic experiences and have their faith tested or stretched out. Me, I already believed in the Most High to begin with, so that wasn't the problem. I had belief in the Most High, but I had unbelief still. I still had unbelief in the way that he wanted me to process my belief. If that makes sense, because he said it in Hebrews 4 how he wants us to believe. Having faith in the things that you pray for, the results have to catch up to your faith. Now, if faith is shaky and wavery, you're going to get a shaky and wavery answer. If your faith is fleeting, so is what you prayed for. Fleeting. It'll flee. It'll run away. If you're in desperate energy, Most High not going for that either. He looking at you like, man, you too scared for this. I don't know if I can do this for you. And then there's that concrete faith and belief that, oh, okay, you have succeeded in believing. So here you go. In the process, because I ain't gonna hold y'all, from my experience, it is very difficult to have faith in difficult times or difficult situations. It's difficult. I'm not gonna hold you, especially when you're not used to doing it. If you're not used to that, if you're not used to having that kind of faith in the Most High or having faith in the unseen things when your situation is shaky, it can be quite challenging for all of us. But I'm speaking from my experience. Man, there's times that I want to give up. There's been times I wanted to give up. There's been times I wanted to just disband belief altogether and just be like, just take me away. It happens. It happens to the best of them. Like, those people you think they're strong, they strong because they had to go through a lot of suffering to get this strong. It wasn't just like, people ain't like blessed. Okay, I'm gonna say it like this. Everybody not blessed to have that kind of strength or that type of optimism or that type of, certain concrete certainty and uncertainty. Not everybody like that. And it's proven daily. Like, you got people out here, they resort to doing ungodly or unrighteous things because things ain't going their way or the way that they would like for them to go. And so they resort to doing things in confusion. That's one of them. Desperation, unbelief in the Most High, unbelief that their situation is handled, unbelief that and then not exalting him. They don't exalt him. They don't like when they normally when they go through turmoil, turmoil only takes you one or two directions, and depending on how you have matured in your life, because you could be raised in a lot of chaos and confusion. Now there are exceptions, those minor exceptions where you just have a child or person that just has a genuine heart to get to have a mature handling of how they deal or cope with traumatic experiences. You have those people. Now, I wasn't one of them. I wasn't all the way mature with how I cope or handle with stuff, with experiences. But I am mature, but I'm not. Let's put it that way. My maturity level is you know still logical, but at the same time, I still had kinks that I had to work out. Because living in a worldly life or having a worldly life before you have, even when you have maturity, if you have a worldly mentality, you're childish, or you could be seen as childish. And you can't talk people out of their childishness sometimes. Sometimes the Most High do gotta show Himself to them, and sometimes it ain't pretty. Sometimes the Most High he'll take you through a near-death experience. Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes you'll just get so desperate to where you want to yourself. And y'all know what I mean by that. I'm not saying that like, and then I'm not giving it a pass that people want to do that to themselves. It's not what I'm like, but I'm not here to condemn nobody because we've all had situations where I can't handle this, or where you done broke down or whatnot. Now, when the Most High shows Himself to me, He shows Himself to me and through me through strong insight and knowing. Strong insight and knowing. That's how He shows Himself through me. Everybody's different. Also, even my healing, when I go through a healing process, it's strong insight and knowing. Sometimes it's backed by visual. Sometimes, but I don't know. I've been having a lot of dreams lately too. So, yeah, but I'm also a creative individual, so that plays a part. Your imagination does play a part because your imagination will trap you quicker than the Most High will, or quicker than Satan will. Your whole imagination. It'll put you in a disposition, or you'll become illusioned, or a great delusion overcome you, because He say that in His word. When the Most High be saying stuff like, uh, your unbelief is a sin, don't take that lightly. He mean it. He be trying to save you from you interrupting the answer to your prayers, honestly. And He do know that you gonna struggle with belief, sometimes, like throughout the process. So He'll do like smaller things to help you increase your faith. He'll do things to help you increase your faith so that you don't get worried. Of course, you gotta ask for that stuff though. You know, like sometimes it don't come like that. And then you got people out here that are talented and having faith and confidence in the Most High, and so the Most High has just blessed them. And you got those people too. I see that all the time. So it's like just different types of people that get results that match their faith. So, but you have to have the faith before your results can catch up. Like, like if you have, like let's say you pray for something big or something heavy, the Most High has to see that faith. And then let me say something to y'all. You're gonna experience a lot of discomfort having this faith. It's gonna be a discomfort, a strong discomfort, because you're gonna be like, man, this sounds stupid, or you're gonna have just talks with yourself to where you just feel like, dang, am I even believing? You know what? Let me just start off small, or whatever the case may be with your situation, because everybody's situation different. But the Most High shows Himself through these different situations for you to increase your faith. But I'm gonna read now. I'm gonna read a part of Hebrews chapter 4, so y'all know what I'm talking about, because it's vital. Where is it? It's further back. I really wish I had the original, the or the Bibles that had one of the Bibles that have the original names and meanings. I be having, like I said, I had to be creative about what I know. So I apply what I know to what I read, and then it starts to make sense to me on how, okay, how we've been misled in our teachings and all that stuff. It's not fun. It's not fun to feel like you done been cheated out of living a prosperous life. Cause that's really what happened. A lot of us, we done got cheated out of living a prosperous life because we wasn't taught correctly. So you will feel cheated at once you realize what you've been doing wrong your whole life. Like, and I ain't saying, and then I ain't saying this to discourage you or make you mad at others. Like I said, you can't take people personal, and you can't take how you grew up personal either. Like if you take that stuff personal, it's gone. It ain't nothing you could do about that except for change your perception on it, and know that the Most High did this for your growth, or He had you go through certain things that you had to mature through for your growth, and also uh, increasing your ability to have faith, but also learn how to use the RUACH HAKODES, the fruits of the Spirit, by breathing. Remember, the RUACH HAKODES is to bring you in remembrance of all other RUACH, which is the fruits of the Spirit, and RUACH YAHUAH, which is Spirit of Yahuwah, breath of Yahuwah, breath, breathe. Learn how to breathe. Learn how to breathe. But let me get to this section so you know what I mean, though. Therefore, let us therefore fear lest a promise being left us of entering into His rest, any of you should seem to come short of it, for unto us was the gospel preached, as as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. It's a chemical process, okay? Like the way the word and this is the thing. The word is like a cookbook. It's like a cookbook on how to manage all your chemistry and physical processes and spiritual processes, but it's worded for those that understand parables and understand insight or know how to apply things to different things. Like in my mind, I can apply anything to everything. So I can apply one teaching to all teaching all the time. Now, it might be different methods and all that stuff, but I can tell you that one thing never fails with all results, which is consistency or faith. Like you not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. What was it? He said, "For unto us was the gospel preached, for as well as unto them, but the word preached did not profit them." So the word preached doesn't profit those that have no belief or 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 no optimism. Now apply that to your prayers. Apply that to everything that you say you see or you say, like, it's an uncomfortable thing, but y'all better hear me. Your your results have to catch up to how you believe. And depending on how well you maintain that concentrated belief or faith, is what your results will be. It'll be like that. It it won't. And like I said, there are people that are talented at doing it. These laws work whether we believe in the Most High or not. Once again, and so that's why I tell people to be careful about taking glory for yourselves or taking exaltation for yourselves. Exalt the Most High throughout all your belief. And then rest, like when he say rest, that means rest in knowing that it is done. Rest is like, you know how you accomplish a task, you become relaxed. Okay, so you have to have that, but you have to have that backwards though. So the faith is you being relaxed and understanding that it is done, and then your belief has to the results to how you believe have to catch up. Whether you visualized it, whether you felt about it, whether you had a strong knowing about it, or a strong assumption about it, the results have to catch up to your belief. And then if your belief ain't strong, or if you're consistently concentrated on the things that don't serve you, as far as your mishaps in life or the things that you felt have condemned you, when you give those things energy, that's what you exalt over the Most High. And then the Most High can't really help you because he's like, well, you don't believe in me like that anyway. So how can I help you if you don't believe me? You don't believe. It's like, I don't know if y'all ever experienced this. So check this out. Every like it for a man or a woman, if you for most men, all of us have done this. where we try to talk our woman out of out of a bad feeling, or trying to make her feel good, and she just didn't want to, she just didn't want to come out of her bad mood or terrible mood. And you find yourself saying, why are you making it so difficult? Well, the Most High do that to us too. So sometimes when you try to comfort someone, uh, I'm guilty of this too. People don't try to comfort me, and I just wanted to stay in a bad place because I was just mad at the time or upset at the time, and I was giving energy to the thing that disheartened me, right? So I gave energy to something that disheartened my uh, emotions. And so, like with that too, when you try to talk a woman out of being disheartened, or try to comfort her, and you just can't say nothing to bring her up out of it. That's how your faith, that's how your faith is with the Most High when stuff ain't working out for you a lot of time. Like, cause he now, if you used to getting stuff in the wrong way, this don't apply, because those that serve Satan, they have their own process that they go through, and it's not pretty. I can tell you that too. It's not a good process, but they get their results a lot quicker than the Most High give you your results, because your results come with character. Your results come with righteousness. Your results come with exalting the Most High, Yahuwah. Your results come with giving it all to Him and leading into, I'm gonna do it His way. I ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm doing it the Most High way. And you know, we as men, we get frustrated when our women don't want to come out of it. You try to talk her into, try to put her in the mood when you're trying to put a woman in the mood, and she just can't be talked out of her mood because she won't allow it to talk. Like, she won't allow it to take her out of her mood because she set on how she wants to feel things at that time. And people got a bad habit of saying, you can't tell me how to feel. That's wrong. I can tell you how to feel. Now, whether you follow how I tell you how to feel, that's another story. But I had to allow people to tell me how to feel. Otherwise, because especially when they give me good advice, I done had many a times where I've been talked out of talked out of feeling bad for my situation, and though I still feel shame and bad for my situation, I have still given it to the Most High though. Like I said, it's okay to feel shame so that you can resolve issues. Like, and once He give you the power to resolve everything, give Him His glory, give Him His exaltation. Don't just be out here taking His gifts for granted, because He'll gift you. He'll make sure you get out of it, man. He'll make sure that you're able to do what you need to do to help others. He'll do that for you. But remember, the results have to catch up to your faith. Now, if you've already, because you only live in the results you have believed over time. That's what you're doing. Like, it's a regurgitation. Like your life is a regurgitation of whatever you have thought or believed about others and yourself all together. And sometimes it could be a mixed pot too, like a mesh of confusing emotions, because maybe one day you was wayward here, maybe this, like maybe your faith was wavery this day, maybe, and then maybe you had an area where you just didn't have no faith at all this day, and then this day, like it was never consistent or structured. Well, I take that back. It was consistent, just not structured. So you had faith here, not here. That's a consistent pattern. These are things that are consistent, like all patterns are consistent. Now, now you can change your consistency. So everything is consistent though, how it works. Like, so you're only experiencing the results of everything that the Most High seen you do in your past. And so the Most High he challenge your faith and he challenge your belief. Not to challenge you, but to stretch you. Trust me, I'm going through this. I'm going through it. But it's already done. I've already said to myself, regardless of what's going on, it is done. I said to myself, like I said to the Most High, because he give me tasks, like he'll give me tasks to like perform faithful acts, do things that show your faith in the Most High. Like, so you can have faithful acts, and your faithful acts, they prove fruitful for that time, but you can't lose consistency in that though, because if you lose consistency, the Most High gonna lose consistency in you. He gonna be like, oh well, you believe in me this day, but that day you didn't really give me no time. And then on that day, you just completely ignore I existed altogether. And then on that day, you communicated with me, or you had a conversation with me, and you let me know how you felt that day. But then the next day, you just forgot all about me, and you didn't even give me no energy or nothing. You didn't pay no attention to me. You only asked for what you wanted. You exalted your issues. You didn't care nothing about how I felt. The Most High has emotions and feelings. So on your emotions and feelings, the Most High is like, why should I care about you if you don't care about me? You got to show me you care about me first before I show you I care about you. And matter of fact, it don't even be like that. The Most High actually, he shows that he cares about us all the time. We just don't see it. And so in your mind, he doesn't care about you, but nah, he care about you. You better acknowledge him. You pay attention to stuff that he do good for you. Pay attention to, what you want to see. Don't pay attention to the stuff that you don't like seeing. And stop putting emotional energy into the things that have disheartened you. Stop exalting your issues. Trust me, rest in the Most High is rest in knowing. The knowing is the rest. The knowing that it is done, that's the rest. It's done. Continue about your daily life, but know that it's done. Give him his praise and glory for the things that you know is done. And then also, nurture your faith. Nurture it. Nurture your faith in Him. Nurture your communication with Him. Breathe in the RUACH. Breathe out the RUACH. Seriously. Breathe it in. Let it exalt and animate your body. Give it to the Most High. And then let Him understand that He is special to you. And then it don't, like I said, He don't talk to, like, He listens to our silence more than He listens to how we speak. He doesn't listen, like, it's not the way, once again, He understands our speech, but he he listens to our heart. He listens to all of our communication. If that makes sense, we all communicate in certain ways. Looks. That's why when He said that those that gestures or use hand gestures, that do not follow them, that use hand gestures and like in a negative way. So He understands communication, all forms of communication. We've and we've all been guilty of using hand gestures or things that, you know, or forwardness, things that are forward. We're guilty of using those things too. And so when I tell y'all, exalt the Most High, rest, rest, knowing that the results have to catch up to how you believe. And then you have to maintain that belief all the way until the results get there, till it's just natural as breathing. Seriously. And then the Most High can say, all right, you passed the test. Because you're going to deal with a bunch of discomfort believing in something strongly that you have no idea that you're going to do, even though you have a strong intuition or a strong spiritual insight on what you see coming to pass. All these things that come to pass, there was insights before they came to pass. Strong insights before they came to pass. Everything that you understand. But let me finish Hebrews chapter 4. I mean, well, some of it. I'm not going to read the whole thing. But I'm going to give y'all some more out of it, though. For we which have believed do enter into rest, as He said, as I have sworn in my wrath, if they shall enter into my rest, although the works were finished from the foundation of the world, for He spake in a certain place of the seventh day on this wise. And Yahuwah did rest the seventh day from all His works. That means don't be in such a frenzy to be working. Don't be in such a frenzy, y'all. I know, it's hard. It's very hard. And it's very hard, especially if you're going through uncertainty. But to break that uncertainty, you have to learn how to have faith in the discomfort. Because look, y'all, when I tell you my faith is being stretched out and tested, it's always being stretched out and tested. There is no time that I'm not being tested or my faith ain't being tested. Excuse me. But I have to remain strong and diligent. I have to have force when I perform my faith. And then on top of it, I'm supposed to talk to the Most High before I make any decision. Cause I'm so like I'm different now. I don't just make decisions on my own that go against the Most High. I have a I have a conversation with the Most High before I make a move. I don't just do it the way that you know everybody everybody do it worldly in the worldliness. Now, some people, some like I said, some people have a natural practitioner of how this stuff works. Every my fault, natural insight because it works regardless of whether you're consciously doing it or unconsciously doing it. It still works. And so I'm just letting y'all know your faith, your results have to be allowed to catch up to your faith. And you have to have consistent faith. It can't just be here and there. All right, get my faith. One day I want to talk to the Most High. The next day I don't care. Like, you're just not feeling it that day. I'm guilty. Trust me, I'm guilty. I'm no better than y'all. I am just as guilty. And so I'd like to share this message in good hopes, my friends, that hold faith in the wilderness. While you're in your wilderness, hold that faith. While your faith is being stretched out and tested, hold it. Hold that belief. Hold it. But it has to be so practiced that you no longer feel discomfort. It has to be so practiced that you no longer feel discomfort. When you have faith in the Most High, it has to be so practiced. When He's your resource, your faith has to be so practiced that it becomes second nature. Using the RUACH, it has to become second nature. Matter of fact, first nature. If I want to be technical, using the RUACH HaKodesh, that has to become first nature. First nature, not even second. That doesn't come second. That's supposed to be first nature. That's supposed to become a part of your being, a conscious awareness of using the RUACH, exalting the Most High, and exalting YAHUSHA, exalting them so they can exalt you in return, and then you generate this momentum. Like I said in one of my other videos, there's a momentum, a back and forth momentum. The faster it go, because the more you concentrate on him, the more he concentrates on you. Just think, it's going like just a constant, and then the faster it go, because of the consistency and the momentum behind it, you start to become a magnet for the things that Yahuwah, all the good that Yahuwah has to provide as far as your resourcefulness goes. And it does. It has to catch your results, have to catch up to your belief. And it's hard. It's a task. I ain't sitting here telling you nothing that I ain't experienced and I ain't continuing to experience. It's just my awareness that y'all experiencing the same thing. Y'all, it's just how aware are you of this experience? Is what I'm bringing to your face. How aware are you of this experience? Are you exalting negative behavior every day? Are you giving your energy to something that causes you emotional turmoil or spiritual turmoil? What are you exalting throughout your day? Yeah, I'm still guilty. Like there are days where I have to struggle to, keep the my belief and faith in the uncertainty and stability. Because there's sometimes it loses stability, and then you could touch it and it'll fall. But then sometimes my faith is so strong or so knowing that I experience instant results. But the results catch up to how you believe. But they have to catch up to how you believe. And then you have to have and then once you have the results, then you have to stack results in front of that results. Like you have to so for just in case like you have a tougher time, you'll when you fall, the results ain't as bad because you'll still be experiencing a reflection of what you have thought from before. So it's for your protection. So like the results will stack in front of you like man, I could go on and on about this. But I'ma leave y'all with this, y'all. The most high obeys your obedience. He serves your servitude. He submits to your submission. He's loyal to your loyalty. And above all else, he's loyal to your wisdom and righteousness. I got it right that time. But yeah, that's what he does. And you have to pay attention, y'all. And another thing, don't ever take it personal. Take it like I need to be a little more consistent in my behavior towards my faith and belief in the Most High. That faith and consistency is what gets you. It gets you saved. Then start using the RUACH HAKODESH because that plays a big part. Using the RUACH HAKODESH, if that becomes first nature, oh man, trust me, y'all. I really wish and I probably am. I probably do use it unconsciously. Well, I have been using it unconsciously, but now I'm so conscious about it. Now I'm careful about how I use it. So it's like, because I have a strong sensitivity to a lot of things. And also, for those that are new to my channel, and for those that are already subscribed, I love y'all, each and every last one of y'all, for listening, for giving me your ear, for you listening and giving the Most High your ear. But yeah, and don't worry, you'll get out of it. Just think of it as already done. Once you think of it as already done, and read Hebrews chapter 4, y'all. Remember, I ain't about to I want y'all to read it for yourselves so you know I ain't lying. And then if you have any discrepancies, and this is just my interpretation of what I see being read. I mean, when I read it, what I see when I read it. So, and I have a strong imagination, so you wouldn't have a nation without imagination. Image, nation, image, nation. It's an image nation. Everything is image. It's a nation that was thought of before it came to fruition. But structures had to be built with structure of thought. Even us as structures, Yahuwah put thought into our structure and our vessels. He put thought into that. Like the video, if you like the video, don't be afraid to hop in them comments, have a conversation with your boy. And nah, I ain't finished yet. And don't forget, I'm still a child to the Most High. I'm a child. I'm not, no, I'm out here. I'm not a man. No, I'm a boy to the Most High. None of my actions or decisions will not be made until I take it to the Most High. I'm not doing nothing on my own no more. It's a wrap for that. Because I make poor decisions on my own. But if I listen to the word of the Most High, He gonna tell me, nah, you know better. You're not ready to sugarcoat it. You're not ready to deal with my insolence. You're not about to deal with none of that. He ain't gonna deal with that with none of y'all either. Like I said, you'll live a good life down here if you practice these laws and not exalt the Most High. But your afterlife gonna be terrible, or your eternity gonna be terrible if you don't exalt the Most High. Seriously. And yeah, he do, and he punishes. I know because I was gonna be punished. So yeah, but hop in them comments. It's all love. It's all love. I love you. And I'll be bringing, I'm gonna give y'all another video real soon. I just go as I see the insight come to me. And remember, the results follow your faith. It's not the other way around. The results follow how you believe. Your results need time to catch up to how you believe, though, because you done been making poor choices for a while, and then you decide you want to turn your beliefs. So your results have to catch up to how you believe. It has to catch up to your confidence in the Most High. It has to catch up to that for the Most High. Trust me, it'll all be worth it. Like, it'll all be worth it once you see it. And it's all love. I'll catch up with y'all. I'm just your confirmation. That's all. I love you.